All right, we are doing 2.1 part 2, still integer. Can't spell apparently. Let me fix that. Integer exponents. So I can use integer exponents. We're going to still be using the same properties we've been using, but we're going to be using them in slightly different way. We don't have any key terms today because we wrote them all down in our last note taker. I also then put them all here for you, which gives you kind of some more examples. So we've got our 0 exponent, we've got our negative exponent, so lots, couple more examples and things like that. So this is us simplifying this expression, and we're going to simplify it as best we can using order of operations, but also exponent properties. So order of operations says I'm supposed to do first, you do parentheses. So 5 take away 2 would get me 3, and then I'm going to leave the exponent 5 times 3 to the negative 8, and then I'm going to add 5 plus 2 is 7, and then I'm going to put the 0 power back on. The reason I can't apply everything into the parentheses is because they're not being multiplied, they're being added and subtracted. That's a different type of workout, that's a different type of property than we are used to. Now we do have a property we can apply. We have product of powers. Product of powers says I'm going to add my exponents. So I'm going to take 3 to the 5th plus negative 8. And then I'm going to go plus, well, how about we apply this one? That's a 0 property. I'm going to get 1. Well, 5 plus negative 8 is going to be 3 to the negative 3 plus 1. We're going to apply our negative exponents. Remember, negative exponents mean we need to flip them over. And so we're going to get 1 over 3 to the 3rd plus 1. And I've told you don't have to find anything over squared, but we do technically know what this is, so I'm just going to transfer it. It's 27. Remember, that's in our square root list. And then we're going to leave it like that. Okay, I'm not going to worry about you combining 1 and 1/27 as long as you can apply the exponent properties. All right, so here's another example. We have a double parentheses. Excuse the Teams notification. So we're going to have to do what's inside these normal parentheses, not these bracketed parentheses. So 3 plus 1 will get us 4. And then we're going to square it, and then I'm going to put these brackets back, and I'm going to put 3. And then 7 minus 3 is also 4, and we're going to square that. So I'm going to first apply this property. Oh, my microphone just died. I'm going to first apply the power of a power to a power property. So remember, power to a power means I'm going to multiply. So 2 times 3, see if I can write this without my pen. 2 times 3. We're going to still leave this down here because we haven't done anything with it. So 2 times 3 would get me 6. So we're going to have 4 to the 6th over 4 squared. And then we're going to apply our exponent property. And remember, when we have our exponent property, we subtract. So we're going to take 4 to the 6th minus 2, and we're going to get 4 to the 4th power. And I am not going to have you find that. Don't worry about it. We're going to just leave it as is, and we're going to move on. So that's all we need to do. All right, let's go to our next page. So what I want you to do is I want you to actually pause here, and I want you to try to simplify the first one. And then once you do, go ahead and unpause, check it. But then I'm also wanting you to pause after the bottom one. I want you to do that one. I mean, before the bottom one, do that one as well. And then unpause and see if you've solved it the same way or simplified it the same way. All right, so hopefully you actually paused. 6 minus 1 is 5, and then to the 2nd power. And then we're going to take that to the 2nd power. And then 3 plus 2 is 5 to the third power. This is very similar to the one we just did. So I should have gotten 5 the second times 2, which would have gotten 5 to the fourth over 5 to the third, because I haven't changed the bottom yet. We're going to take 5 to the fourth minus 3, because quotient property, and we're going to get 5 to the first, which really is just 5. All right, so I'm going to apply as much as I can. So this is multiplication. It's 2 to the second times 3. And then I'm going to go minus, well, 10 minus 6 is 4 to the third times 4 to the negative 5. So I get 2 to the sixth minus, I'm going to now apply my property, 3 plus negative 5. And we're going to get 2 to the sixth minus 4 to the negative 2. Now we have to apply our negative exponent property. I'm going to leave 2 to the sixth. These don't have the same base. Minus 1 over 4 squared. But remember, this is squared, so we're going to go 2 to the sixth minus 1 over 16. And that's going to be our final answer. Make those adjustments. All right, so that's it. And so things to remember is just memorize your rules again. And then here's your independent practice, super similar to what you just did in our practices. So make sure they get done, have to be done, or they're going to get marked missing. All right, until next time.